Okay, guys. Hello. I just want to give a few reasons why you should vote for Peter Obi. Why he is the right choice. Because I've noticed one thing that human beings, our what is in our hearts, is exactly what we're going to do. That's why we are surprisingly very predictable. We look like we are unpredictable. We are this and that and everything. We are very predictable. Because if you can determine what is in the heart of people, that's exactly what they are going to do when the chips are down. And when you're in front of the ballot paper, it is what the content of your heart, that's what you're going to vote. So that's how I want to appeal to you. For you to get something from your head into your heart. You understand? Some things, some reasons. Get it from your head into your heart to convince yourself, your inner self, why you should vote for Peter B and let us get out of this mess. Now, the point is this. The most important thing is this. It is not very smart, it's not very wise for you to hinge the whole of your hope on an individual. I'm not saying you vote Peter B will come and solve all our problems. That is objectively wrong. It does not make sense. No single person can solve all our problems. We are the ones that will solve our problems. You understand? Our economic problems, our political problems, our socio-economic problems, our educational problems, everything that we are facing, Nigerians, we are the ones that will solve it. There's nobody from government that is going to solve it for us. That being said, the reason why we are not able to solve our problems now is because we have a government, a political system that is like a cancer on our society. It is actively taking out, it is fighting against us. You know, a cancerous cell is a cancerous body. If you have cancer in your body, it will be taking the resources from your body, the nutrients and everything, and it will be grown into a malignant tumor and fighting against you, your own body. Do you understand? It will turn against you and then start fighting against you. That's what the political system that we have right now, that's what it is. These people, they are out there to destroy us, to suck out resources out of the society, and then whether we die or not and everything, so far their children are not in the country. That is the political system that we have. And those other two people, Tinubu and Atiku, they are embodiments of the other guys, some other guys. I don't want to mention this, but let's just be facts. Election is not far. You understand? It's going to be, we'll soon start the election. So let's just be factual with ourselves. No hiding of what again. Those people, they represent that same system. They will continue that same system. Do you understand? So when they enter, they will increase the size of that cancer and continue eating us until we are destroyed. And I don't think we have much nutrients left right now. We see what this whole monetary system thing that is happening. You see an example of that cancer. So before you even have money in your hand, there are certain people that would have already drawn a sizable proportion of that money in circulation into their wherever they put their money before you get. This thing that has happened has shown it. So CBN has printed new currencies, and then with the 100 naira and then the 200 naira in circulation that have been brought back into circulation, yet we cannot still find money. But there are some people that have it abroad, their children, they have it abroad, all over the place. You get it, they have it wherever they have it. Some people have 2 billion, some people have 5 billion and this and that and everything of the money that's supposed to be in circulation. So the truth of the matter is that these guys, they've shown you who they are. And when all these other ones come in, that's exactly what they are going to do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So there's no hard and fast, there's no okay. That's exactly what they want. So what Peter Obi represents is a change from that system. For starters, at least when he enters into government, his style of government is not going to be that type. That will be a cancer to us. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If for anything, it's going to change the direction of government. Because you can see what he did when he was in Anambra State. That wasteful system of governance, he has proven it. It's not Buhari that when he came the first time, it was exactly what he did the first time that he's doing right now. Proving the point that people will always do what they have always been doing in government. What the system, this system of method of governing that Buhari did is not different from what he did when he came the first time. In the same vein, the way Peter Obi governed Anambra State, go back and look at everything. That's exactly how he's going to govern Nigeria. And for us, that is good enough. It's a good start. It will give us room for us to start changing our country with our own hands. The economy of Nigeria is going to become a developed country, not because of one super magnificent policy that the government does that will change everything. It is we, you, me. We are the ones that will do the work itself. Now, if they come up with a policy that significantly enhances our chances of doing that, all well and good. Bless God. You understand? But who's going to change this country is you and me. The people, we need a government that will be on our side, not the one that will work against us. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That is why you should vote right. The only purpose of politics is to protect your economic interest. Your economic interest is whatsoever you do that puts food on your table. That is your economic interest. Don't go and vote for people whose political interest is directly against your economic interest. It is in their own interest for you not to have food to eat, like you are having, like you are suffering right now. So don't suffer and then go and vote for a useless presidential candidate. And that's going to be a curse. It's going to be a curse. It's going to be the react. That is what the definition of a curse. When something is doing you use your hand to go and perpetuate it. Don't perpetuate your slavery. You understand what I'm trying to say? Vote for Peter Obi. It's not a vote right. We've passed that stage. We know what is right. Peter Obi is right. It's not that it's going to come and solve all our problems, but it's going to create a buffer so we can solve our problems. We are the ones that will solve our problems. No government will solve our problems. You understand? The probability that Tinubu or Atiku will come in and become good presidents is less than 5%. The odds are so low. The probability that Peter Obi will come in and do the right thing and everything is probably between 40 to 60%. I'm not saying it's 100%, of course. But so that's a better odd. You know what I'm trying to say? He is the best that we have right now. That is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's the savior, is Jesus Christ personified. You understand what I'm trying to say? The person that will come in that I will beat my chest, that 80% to 90%, he will transform this country in 4 years, in 8 years, the person didn't enter. But for what we have right now, Peter Obi is more than we deserve as a people. Because we in Nigeria sometimes we can be self-destructive and evil. God, Peter Obi right now is more than we deserve. It is the grace of God, the prayers of people that have been praying before God. That is why God is having mercy on us to give us Peter Obi. If Peter Obi does not enter, that means that God has decided to punish us. If Peter Obi enters, that means God has decided to have mercy on us, to give us a chance. You understand? So it is not, he has failed. No. It is we are begging for God to have mercy on us and give us something that will ease our problem, because we have suffered. But like I said in the previous video, things can get worse. So please, I am begging us, let us do the right thing. Vote for Peter Obi. This is not a campaign video. I'm not in Labour Party, I'm not stuff and everything. But please, I am begging us, vote for Peter Obi. Let us have some level of respite. Let's have some hope. Let us see how that is going to look like first. Let us move away. It is in our hand right now. May God help us. Amen.